Yo, what's up, everybody? Didn't record today. If you're new to this channel, I go live a lot. I'm very, very tired right now. Wow. But I didn't give out anything to the members only. I didn't give out anything anywhere today. I did do a touchdown parlay, missed that by one, and I hit a parlay, a live parlay. But for the most part, I've been really, really busy. Right. A lot of games. It was a lot of games just Sunday, so I just really kind of felt like I got a little bit overwhelmed. So I kind of like sat it out somewhat. But hey, a few games today for NBA, and I'll tell you some spots that I like. It's very early lines. I'll tell you some spots that I already pulled the trigger on and things of that nature. So, I'm so sorry, man. Excuse me. Uh, Los Angeles Clippers, Oklahoma City Thunder, right? So Chet, he'll be reevaluated probably what 8 to 12 weeks. So that's big. That's very big. So we'll get SGA, right? So right now, looking at the points and things of that nature for SGA, he's sitting at 28 and a half. Now, no, actually, I think it's 29 and a half. Let's take a look. Now, all my picks and plays I do coincide with PrizePicks and all the books, so you don't have to worry about that if you're new to this channel. My analysis and things like that, it lines up hand to hand. So, Norm Powell, here's somebody that I think you can get to right along with Jalen Williams and Shai Gilgeous Alexander, right? So first and foremost, let's take a look at SGA, right? And if you're not unfamiliar with this tool that I'm using, it's called Game Day Insights, and I've been using this tool. You guys know this for a while, right? So, and I think I did have them pasted up here. Let's see. Let's move this way. Um, so I mean, with the injuries here, I mean, we already know SGA is in play, and I've sprinkled on that 29 and a half, right? So I ain't got to really too much elaborate on that situation, but for this offense, it's kind of condensed now. It's going to be concentrated usage, and we know Jalen Williams and we know SGA are going to be two of the top usage players over here, right? So those two guys that we definitely going to have to take looks at night in, night out. But Norman Powell, a very interesting play here. Let's see. So Norman Powell, these teams they not just met, but they faced each other this season already. But right now, he's averaging 25 points and 17 field goal attempts, right? With a 21.5 point prop play. We know how good this defense is for OKC, but they're definitely still in play. He's definitely still in play. At either that or his points prop, right? As you can see right here, he's hit this number frequently. Actually, he's hit this number in every game this year except for one. Okay, so yeah, so 24 points, 31, 26, 23, 24, 23, 30, right? Including a 24-point output versus this very team, right? So the minutes, the shot, the usage at 26.3%, and pull ups, catches, shoots, drive, points in the paint. He's mixing it up now. You know what I'm saying? But he's also hitting the threes. He's also taking almost 8.5 threes a game, and he's averaging around 4 3-point makes a game. Right? So, he's the guy that's taking a leap. Over the course of the years that we know he's had this type of we know he's had this type of game, but he's finally get a chance to put it on display with an extra green light right now. Ivica Zubac, right? What I did with Ivica Zubac, I just went on ahead and just tossed him up there as a double candidate, right? I'll use it as a parlay piece. double candidate, and I'll leave it at that. Right? Here's a guy that's been crushing it. Okay. Um, he's definitely been crushing it. You could take a look at that. Let's see. So, so head to head versus this team this year, he had 9 points and so he had 9 points and 12 rebounds. Right. So at the end of the day, you know, his usage has creeped up for him. 19% usage for Zubac is pretty good, right? But but there'd be no check, and what I'm interested in is the minutes here, right? And he's been killing it this year, but 38, 36, 34, consistently getting his minutes. He will be involved. Double digit points. He's averaging 16 points a game. And he's averaging 12 and a half rebounds, 12.7 rebounds. So I think that, a double double is now the realm of possibilities, or you could take him for his rebounds or whatever the case may be. But he's in play, right? He's in play. Looking at defense position and things of that nature, and just knowing what James Harden's been doing. You know what I'm saying? OKC, they give up the most rebounds to the point guard position, as you can see right there, and probably probably the second or third most rebound chances, the third most rebound chances, and they're also giving up a decent amount of potential assists, right? So looking at the assist prop, they're top 10 in giving up assists at 9.2, but they're number one in giving up a potential assist, right? So potentially, it's a possibility, especially with no chat, James Harden could come around to probably hitting this assist prop in certain instances. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what's going to happen, right? Um, Not I haven't bet. I haven't bet on his rebounds. I haven't bet on his assists. I haven't even betted on him. But that's something that I would like to point out. Okay. And like I said, from a point standpoint here, we'll definitely be looking at Jalen Williams. Okay. His points probably sitting at 20 and a half. I definitely like the over there. I ain't even gonna lie. And somebody like Jalen Williams, if you plan on pick'em sites and stuff like that, his his fantasy score, things like that are in play. Let's see. For the simple fact that he is a guy who will get in the assist category, right? I mean, in the steals category. So I'll take a look at Jalen Williams here. You can look at the steals here. Head to head versus this team, he did go out there and have 2 steals, but he's pretty much a thief, right? The first 2 games he played, he didn't have an assist, but every game except for his last game. Every game except for 3, he's got 2 steals or better, right? A block here and there, so it is what it is. Okay, so that's for my people that's playing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, everything. Okay. Brooklyn Nets at New Orleans Pelicans. We have an over under of 211 in this spot, right? So the New Orleans Pelicans, they're just they're riddled with injuries and things of that nature, right? And if I'm looking at a side in this game, I'm at the point where it's probably going to be Brooklyn or nothing for me in this spot. And you got a guy like Brandon Ingram. From a matchup standpoint, it could be tough for them, right? They have some bodies to throw at him. They can throw at Ben Simmons. They can throw Dorian Finney-Smith, Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So they have some bodies that they can throw at him. And definitely, Ben Simmons and Dorian Finney-Smith are pretty good defenders. And they can kind of like make things a little bit tougher, right? So that's what I'm looking at right there. I mean, that's my thoughts on the Brandon Ingram side. Now, looking at the assists here, New Orleans Pelicans right now, they're giving up the third most assists to the point guard position, and they're probably giving up the third most. They're giving up the fifth or the sixth most potential assists to the point guard position. So, um, you'll get a Dennis Schroeder. His assist prop sitting at 5.5. I didn't pull the trigger because I know that you're gonna get some. You're gonna get some Dennis Schroeder, right? You're gonna get some Ben Simmons at the assist at the point guard role. So it just depends how things plays out. But the point guard position is leaking assists, right? And then probably I didn't look overall. That was just the point guards there, but let me take a look at just overall from an assist standpoint. From an assist standpoint, overall, just bare bones, New Orleans Pelicans giving up the third most assists just in the league in general. So, maybe a ball handler is probably going to be in play. And why? Because they've been riddled with injuries. They're small, things of that nature, right? So, speaking of being small, you got to look at Nick Claxton, okay? So, right off the bat, Nick Claxton, you'll get a double double for Nick Claxton at a pretty decent amount, at decent numbers, right? So, but at the end of the day, we all know he's got game. Okay, so let's take a look here. The thing for me is always the minutes, right? Minutes equal opportunities. Coaches are going to let you know when they put these players on minutes restrictions, but they don't tell you when they take them off, right? So gradually his minutes have been moving up all year long. He went from 15 to 20, 21, 26, 20, back down to 24, 21. The probably was back to backs. Let me see. Nope, but 21. 26 minutes versus Memphis and 28 minutes versus Boston, and he's just put his highest output of the season versus Cleveland. Now, I probably would imagine they would probably want to, reserve his energy and things like that if this game gets to get out of hand in favor of Brooklyn. But at the end of the day, when you're looking at the block category for him, and you got a lot of midgets running around, it's highly, it's a high chance that he'll get over 1.5 blocks. So I'm leaning towards the over 1.5 blocks for him. So going up against Denver, he had 3 blocks. Going up against Milwaukee, he had 2 blocks. And then going up against Boston, he had 2 blocks. And then, he's had a block in every game except for 2. We already know he's one of the best shot blockers in the league. Now, from a rebound standpoint, his rebounds are in play. And like I said, his points are in play. But, if I was looking at that, I probably would look at the double-double here. It's in play. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I'm probably going to take a stab at it, right? So he's got 10 rebounds in back-to-back games. Only 2 points versus Boston, but he does have 10. He did have 10 points versus Cleveland, right? So he had a double-double versus Cleveland, and I didn't pull the trigger in that spot, and I bet you could have got it for about a plus 300, plus 400. But at the end of the day, he does have 4 double-doubles on the season, so the double-double is not out of the realm of possibilities for Nick Claxton. So right now, you'll get a double-double for Nick Claxton at plus 185. I do have it in my player pool over here. Next play that you could look at here would be the rebounds and assists for Ben Simmons, right? Ben Simmons sitting at his rebound assists sitting at 11.5. It will be at 12.5 probably by tomorrow. The spot is there. So what I'll tell you one thing. I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but I probably wouldn't take the under. Okay. Now, when we're looking at points, we're definitely looking at Cam Thomas, and the points for him is at a really, really reasonable number for what he does at 23 and a half. So I couldn't talk you off of that. Okay. So Cam Thomas, his points are in play. Now, Cam Johnson, right? So Cam, now Cam Johnson is definitely a guy, because I'm trying to give you guys a makeup of this team and how it's looking, but it's definitely a guy that you can look at here. He's been playing some really, really good ball. We know he's got a 3-point, shot on him, and he's hit multiple threes in every game except for his first game, and so that's very impressive there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of his last 8 games, he's hit three threes. So his three ball is in play right along with his points, right? He's averaging around 15 points. No, averaging 17 points. His points prop is sitting at 15 and a half. Don't know if I'll get there, but if you're looking for somebody to put on your 3-point parlays, teasing them down for bankroll builders at maybe like 2, be my guest. He's one of the guys that you want to look at. Okay. And then if you just really feeling froggy, and you're just looking for something that's just really, really painful, when you're looking at so New Orleans Pelicans right here, here's their numbers right here versus the power forwards. They're giving up 29 points versus the power forward spot. I guess this is per 48. 19 and a half rebound chances to that spot. Assists, almost about 5.5 assists, and almost 10 potential assists, and almost 3 threes with about 8 3-point attempts, right? So it's pretty green when it comes to that power forward spot. That'll be somebody like Dorian Finney-Smith, who's taking up at least 27 to 30 minutes a game. So it is what it is, right? That comes from a lot of small ball, like a lot of small ball going on, and just a lot of people, getting to rebounds and things like that. On the flip side, Brandon Ingram, all the usage should be there for him. Jose Alvarado, his points prop is in play at 14 and a half. He's been in fuego. You could also look at him for the 3, right? So those probably be the only 2 guys I'll probably be looking at. I'm probably not even betting Brandon Ingram points, though, to tell you the truth. It probably would be somebody like Jose Alvarado, the guards, or Brandon Boston, which he's not on the docket yet, but Brandon Boston is somebody that you can take a look at as well. I'll give you guys some numbers on Brandon Boston, and I'll keep it moving to the next, because Brandon Boston is on PrizePicks right now, and let's see, Brandon Boston, his points prop is sitting at 15 and a half. Okay, so his points prop is sitting at 15 and a half. He's getting all the minutes right now that he can handle, but I think they get somebody back today. I have to go back and see, but if that doesn't plan out, just take your time, check it out, check the numbers and things of that nature. But Brandon Boston has put up 14 points or more in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. His points prop is sitting at 15 right now, right? So the usage is there for him. The 17, 11, 15, 10, and 9 shot attempts. I probably won't pull the trigger, but it is what it is, right? He'll be out there. He definitely will be out there. The minutes for him, 38, 38, 36, 30, 22, right? But he's been playing hefty minutes and he's been showing up in them. Washington Wizards at Houston Rockets. I just don't want to. I'll tell you this. I said I haven't pulled the trigger here, but I'm looking at Alperen Sengun. Okay, points wise, let's see. Washington, they are giving up points to the center position. So giving up the 5th most points to the center position. That's pretty much what I'm looking at, right? And just in general, Washington's giving up the most points in the league. So, it's a pace-up matchup for Houston. Houston is a team that plays slow. As you can see, Houston is what? 26th, bottom third, in pace. Meanwhile, you got Washington number fourth in pace, right? So bad teams, bad teams, bad defense, and playing fast equals assist opportunities and things of that nature. Now, uh, from a full standpoint, from a full game standpoint, or whatever the case may be, uh, wait a minute. Let me filter this to the center. Oh, no, 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 no. Let me go over to the assist prop here. As you can see, Washington. Washington top 10. Not a super lot, but they top 10 and giving up assists there. If I filter it to the point guard position, they will be Washington actually still top 10, not 9 and 15, 9 assists per 48, and 15 potential assists. Okay, so that just leaves me in a pace-up matchup. There's a pathway for Fred VanVleet to hit his assist prop, right? Right now at the state of Fred VanVleet's career, that's what he's out there for. The floor general, and to hit the, every once in a while he will hit the three. He don't shoot as good as he did, but he could go out there and get hot, right? So he's got 3, 4, and 5 3-point makes here. Ever since then, he's been pretty much off. But the assist prop here for him, right now he's averaging 5.5 assists. His assist prop is sitting at 6.5. It's juiced up because of the matchup, but he's playing a ton of minutes. 30, 25, 30, 35, 40, 39, 41, 38, whatever the case may be. And like I said, you can also take a look at his potential assists per game using this tool. But at the end of the day, the assist for him is, he's hit that number only twice this year. It's 6.5. It's juiced up. He just had 10 assists versus San Antonio Spurs. So he's still capable, right? So that's something that just wanted to have to point out to you guys. Am I getting there? Probably not, but it is what it is, right? Let's just keep it moving. Chicago Bulls, my Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers at my Chicago Bulls, right? So here's the Chicago Bulls. They're playing at the fastest pace in the league. And lo and behold, Cleveland, they're not playing that slow, right? So they not, as of right now, they're in the top third. They're playing ninth. They're ninth in pace. And then Chicago Bulls, number 1 in pace. So that's one thing. Number 2, getting a look at some of the overall numbers here. Chicago, just in general, they're giving up the second most assists in the league, and that leads to probably the fourth most. They're the fourth most potential assists in the league, and to the point guard position, they are giving up the most assists in the league. Okay, so when you look at somebody like Darius Garland, who this just screams Darius Garland, right? So looking at somebody like Darius Garland, actually I have to pull his name up. Garland, who has double upside. He's shown it this year and in few years past as well. But let's see. Right now, his assist prop sitting at 6.5. I took the 6.5. And he's hit this number in 2 of his last 4 games. But he's hit it a few times this year, right? And like I said, he's got 2 games recently. 2 of his last 4 games, he's had double-digit assists, which was 11 versus Milwaukee and 11 versus Golden State Warriors. Going up against a team that's giving up the most assists in the league, hey, if you want to get froggy, you can definitely take a leap. Taking a look at the assist prop, let's see what some of his ladder numbers look like. Like I said, his regular prop was sitting at 6.5 and a -106. Don't get it twisted. Donovan Mitchell can go out there and give you some assists. Evan Mobley can give you some assists. But, so if you're looking at a ladder spot, you'll get 8 assists for him at +170. And you could also get 10 assists for him at +140. +430. If you're looking at a double-double for him, the double-double would probably, I probably wouldn't go for the double-double. Let's see. I don't know what the odds are, but let's take a look at it. So the double-double for him is a +470, and then his 10 assists is a +430. So I probably would just take the 10 assists because if lo and behold, if he goes out there and gets you 9 points and 10 assists, and he won't hit the double-double. So +430 and for the 10 assists and the +470 for the double-double, like I'll just take the 10 assists. You got to hit the 10 assists anyway to get to the double-double. Points. So Evan Mobley. Definitely looking at Evan Mobley here for in the points category here. Chicago Bulls. They meh, right? So I just like the matchup, right? I like the matchup. I would say this top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They top 10 are giving up points to the power forward position. They're also giving up a few other meaningful stats to the power forward position. As you can see, 11 rebounds, 20 rebound chances, few assists right there. So you can look at his PRAs as well. So you know what I'm saying? So those are things that you can look at there. So I took the 16.5. Not a super official play, but for the people who know me, that I do my live streams every day, you guys know that I really, really like to bet on Evan Mobley, right? So it is what it is in that category. Jared Allen. I like his rebound prop or just using him as a double-double as a parlay piece. So that's something that you can look at there. Jared Allen, you'll get a double-double for him at a -130. Okay. As far as the Bulls side here, we know what Kobe White can do. Kobe White can get really, really hot at times, right? So, I haven't added him to my player pool, though. I did not. But I wouldn't be surprised if he gets busy in a spot like this, especially from beyond the arc, right? I ain't gonna say it's been cold, but he's got 3-point makes in the area of 2, 4, 1, 6, 5, 4, 5, 0, 7, 0, right? He can get hot. I'm not a big fan of Darius Garland's defense, and it definitely reflects in the DVP. So as you can see, looking at the point guard position. When you're looking at 3-pointers made, Cleveland top 5 and giving up threes to the point guard position, and then just points in general. Cleveland is to the point guard position. Cleveland is top 6 and giving up points to the point guard position. So when it comes to scoring, they're giving up the points right here to the point guard position, and you can also look at the threes, right? So, both teams are giving up, I ain't going to say both. I'm saying from the point guard position, Cleveland is giving up points, okay? So he's just definitely got to go out there and be the aggressor. And last but not least, from this Bulls, I did pull the trigger on this one right here. It would be the 3-pointer because I had to take it because they have tremendous value on there for somebody like Vucevic to hit his 3-point props in at 1.5. And you'll get it plus 160, and then it went up to plus 180. I'm really, 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 really jealous of that. The extra 15 cents, because it was about extra 20 cents. It was plus 160 when I got it. So at the end of the day, a matchup like this, you're gonna have 2 trees down there, right? You're gonna have Mobley, you're gonna have Allen down there. And, somebody who's a capable 3-point shooter like Vucevic from a big man standpoint, I have no problem with taking this 3-point prop here at tremendous value there. So Starting off the season, here's his 3-point makes. Um, actually, uh, uh, yeah, here's his 3-point makes. 1 for 2, 4 for 9. So he took 9 threes versus Milwaukee, which was Lopez, right? Another big body. So come on out here, right? He went 2 for 2 versus OKC. He went. He didn't take a three. Oh yes, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 for 2, 2 for 2 versus OKC. He went versus Memphis, very big team. He took 8 threes. There's a pattern there. Big guys, he's still going to step out and shoot the three on the big guys. He went 4 for 8 versus those guys, right? 0 for 3 versus Orlando. 3 for 4 versus Brooklyn. 2 for 5 versus Utah. Walker Kessler, and over 2 in versus Dallas, right? So at the end of the day, one plus 180, I think it's worth a sprinkle. If you want to get busy, you can take it for 3, and you'll get 3 threes for Vucevic at plus 500. Don't know if they have any other lines out for him. They'll probably have to live bet him after that. So that's a play that one of those hefty plays that you might want to, you know what I'm saying. So official play for me, I took it. I sprinkled a little something on it, and it is what it is, right? And I'll probably bet the if he comes out and hit one early, I might live bet it for 3. Last game on the docket here. The lines just dropped for this game. Sacramento Spurs and San Antonio. I said Sacramento Spurs. Sacramento Kings at San Antonio Spurs, and keep an eye out for the injury news for Malik Monk. Right, he got hurt tonight. So, long story short, what I'll tell you about this. What about this Sacramento team? Keegan Murray, Sabonis. Wait, let's see. De'Aaron Fox, Rosen, Sabonis, Keegan Murray, all 4 of these guys, they're playing upwards of 30 to 40 minutes, okay? Let's just keep it funky. I'm going to keep it funky with you. So, whatever you want to do with those guys, be my guest, right? They're playing a ton of minutes, right? DeMar DeRozan, 15 points or better in every game except for 1. So you know what you're getting, right? Not too much off the bench. Not too much off the bench. The starter's doing all the heavy lifting, right? So I couldn't talk you off any point prop from any one of these guys, okay? One that's kind of like standing out to me is the 11.5 for Kevin Huerter, right? Or his 2.5 threes, whichever one you want to look at. Now, like I said, you don't need me to tell you about the Foxes, the Rosens, Sabonis, and Keegan Murray's. Keegan Murray is another guy that's going out there playing a lot of minutes, but you don't need me to tell you about them. In the absence, if there's an absence for Malik Monk, a few more extra minutes for somebody like Kevin Huerter, then you'll probably get somebody coming off the bench like I forget the kid's name, but he's definitely a low usage player. Ellis, is it Ellis? Is it Keon Ellis? But yeah, so I got a lean. I'm probably gonna take this though, right? So really a strong lean towards the over 11.5 points for Kevin Huerter there, and then the Wemby's of the world. Like I don't know if I'll get there, right? You can probably look at his blocks for sure though, but I don't know if I'll get there. And I've been playing, Chris Paul's assist prop heavily. It's sitting at 7.5. I do. It's a back-to-back for. This is a back-to-back for Sacramento. I really think that he can get there, right? Savvy veteran, knows how to pass the ball, knows the game. We've been playing this assist prop. We just cashed it last. So, man, speaking of cashing, I mean, the 6 picks and the 5 picks I've been putting up, they've been hitting they've been missing by 1 everything. My 2 picks been golden on PrizePicks, but my 4 picks and my 5 picks and my 6 picks that just been missing by 1. We're gonna smack them. I had one of them that missed by 2 the other day, but we're gonna smack them though for sure. So at the end of the day, Chris Paul, I lean towards the over assist for him at 7.5. I like the number there. I mean, it is what it is. It says 7.5 at a -111. You can also get it on PrizePicks at a 7.5 as well. I expect you should probably jump on it right away. It'll probably be going up to 8, right? So Evan Mobley, his points prop, it flipped to 17 and a half on PrizePicks already. Then it bounced back to 16 and a half. So you know, I ain't gonna say it's a love hate relationship with me and him versus this 16 and this 15 and a half and the 16 and a half point prop. He's been this 14 and a half all the way up to 16 and a half point prop. He's been battling with, but sometimes it takes him all day to get there. Sometimes, and sometimes he don't get there. It's just plain and simple. But I on this prop. I've been battling with this prop. I think I'm plus money with this prop. Let's see. How many times has he hit this number? I could actually count it because I bet it just about. I took some days off though, or one day off from this prop. But let's see how frequently he's hit this number. Because it hasn't opened up at 16 and a half this year yet. So let's see. He's hit this number in back-to-back games. But both of these games, his points prop opened up at 15 and a half. It opened up at 15 and a half here. And I was sick because I put a little extra money on this one here on versus New Orleans. The fourth, I cashed on that Milwaukee one, and the second Milwaukee one I cashed, and I think the first one I didn't play it. Took an L for that Orlando, and I don't know if I bet this. I did bet this Washington one, but at the end of the day, I'll say to the 15 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Probably took 3 L's on that. I probably took 3 L's on that 15 and a half. So right now it's at 16 and a half. I haven't bet the 16 and a half. I mean, I haven't bet it this. Tonight is the first time I bet it. So a quick rundown of some plays that I like, of the plays that I liked one more time. Vucevic, 1.5 threes. Jared Allen, double-double. Evan Mobley, 16 and a half points. All that coincides with Darius Garland's 6.5 assists. Lean for Norman Powell, 21 points, 21 and a half. Parlay piece, Ivica Zubac, double-double there. Shai Alexander, I'm playing at 29 and a half points. I really want to play both of them. I'm probably going to have to play both of them. And Jalen Williams, 20 and a half points. Nick Claxton, double-double, 1.5 blocks for Nick Claxton. Dennis Schroeder, I probably won't play this, right? 5.5 assists, but it's definitely warranted. I think they top 3 in giving up assists to the point guard position. Ben Simmons, somebody who comes out of that point guard, that 4 position. So, his rebounds and assists are in play. Don't know if I'll get there. Like I said, the blocks for Claxton are definitely in play. Cam Thomas, I like the spot for him. Don't know if I'm going to bet it at 23 and a half. Iverson Goon, his points went from 18 and a half. Now it's at 19 and a half, right? I took the 18 and a half. Did I take the 18 and a half? I think I did. If I didn't, I'll probably sprinkle on this 20 and a half because I like this spot for him versus Washington. Kevin Huerter, strong lean towards the over, and Chris Paul, strong lean towards the over as well. All these plays you can mix and match them and things like that. Am I going live tomorrow in the morning? I don't know, but we'll see, right? At the end of the day, take what you like, leave what you don't. Peace out, guys. Peace out.